It's cold outside. It's 42 degrees, but we're still getting in no matter what. Let's go. That wasn't too bad. I guess when your skin is already cold from the wind, from the 42 degree weather in May, it gets a little easier to get in the cold plunge. Anyways, good morning YouTube. What's going on? Today is vlog number 2. Cold plunging has now been a part of the routine for about 3-4 weeks. When I got the cold plunge, I was sick with one of the viruses that I got. This wind, bro. I started with doing 1.5 minutes each day, and I've slowly worked up to 3 minutes each session in the morning. So I always do a little trick. I set my timer for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So then I feel like excited that I'm out, that it's done, and I just let it run for the next 30 seconds. Now, I'm gonna just breathe this out. And there's our timer. Now we're going again for 30 seconds, 30 more seconds. I try to get my sunlight during these sessions now too, because normally what I would do is I would stand up or I would go outside for at least 5 minutes and get sun in my eyes. Today, it's cold as heck, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that. We'll see. That was an extra 30 seconds. All right, here we go. We're already cold, we're already out here. We might as well just get the sunlight in our eyes. Transparently, I got up a little bit later today than I normally do because I did not get to bed very early last night. Normally, I wonder if you guys can even hear. Normally I'm in bed by like 9:30, asleep by 10, but last night Heather found a tick freaking crawling on her hand, and I was in the middle of like actually falling asleep. You know when like you're falling asleep and then somebody wakes you up and then you can't sleep? That's what happened last night. So I ordered tick spray for everybody, and then I ordered tick spray for the yard that I need to do today. Timer's done. Time to get inside and be a dad.
We fell short this week. We fell short. We did not post 2 to 3 videos. We went live, I think, 1 time, and then I tried to go live another time, but got rudely interrupted by an important phone call for the business, and I wasn't able to come back and do it after that. But that's basically kind of what I wanted to touch on for today. This week, I would love to say that I tried everything within my power in order to be able to still post and, you know, stick to the commitment that I made, but I didn't. And so because I fell short, based off of, you know, my own accord, I'm not okay with the effort that I put in. And I think that this is something that a lot of people need to get real about, right? So if I would have tried everything within my power this week in order to post 2 to 3 times and to go live 2 to 3 times, and I still couldn't make it happen, and I fell short, then I would have felt a lot better about the fact that I fell short, and I would have at least been able to say I put in my best effort. Because you see, to me, when it comes to a health journey, business, life stuff, relationship stuff, it's not necessarily about always accomplishing the goal or getting to 100% better, making $10,000 to $100,000 more than last year, or making sure that you have the perfect relationship. What it's about is knowing that you're actually putting in the consistent effort over time. Consistent effort over time will always produce a more positive result than not putting in a consistent effort. And so the example of me doing a YouTube video or a couple YouTube videos per week, if I'm not consistently at least trying, at least pulling out the camera, filming, consistently editing for like even 15-20 minutes a day or whatever it is, then I can't expect in the long term a good result. And I think for people who are trying to, you know, get better from POTS or speed up their fat loss or get in the body that they want to be in or get to the health status that they want to have, this is the case for that too. So many people, and I've done this for 11 years, maybe 12. All right, back online. Son asked me a question. The majority of people just don't take enough responsibility for their failures. So the majority of people within all of those aspects, right, just don't put in enough consistent effort over time, yet expect a really positive result to happen, okay? So, and especially the people who do something for a very short period of time. Maybe you're 100% in for a very short period of time, but you expect magnificent magic results when whatever situation you're in right now took a long time for that to happen. And then a lot of people will think sticking to something for 30 to 90 days, even 120 days, will like completely change everything for them. But what you have to imagine is that if something took you 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years to develop and to happen, it's probably gonna take you half the time or double the time to reverse it, to do the reverse. And I think a lot of people get stuck in that because for me personally, right, I can talk from my own experience especially, and from the experience that I have working with a lot of people, helping mentor them with fitness, chronic illness. So many people just want immediate results after putting 100% effort in for a short period of time. I'm a very all or nothing person, and that shows up in other areas of my life frequently. Right now I'm all in on business stuff and creating on Instagram. So what lacks? YouTube. And that's been the story of my life. And I think a lot of times too, what people can get distorted with, because I know that I do, is they'll get so distorted with the fact that they have a specific, like, let's say this, they have a specific goal, right? And then another shiny object comes up that might present an opportunity. And so they're like, okay, this thing is gonna be the thing that I need right now. Like for me, right, a lot of times that'll happen is like, this is gonna provide a better outcome for my family. So instead of focusing right here where I know that I need to focus on for the long term, I'm gonna come over here for a little while and go 100% here. But when I'm 100% here, this thing completely lacks, and this is the thing that might actually build the foundation for the rest of your life, but this is supporting you for what you have right now. Same thing could be said for people's health journey or fitness goals or anything like that is, you know, this is the foundation. The foundational stuff is always gonna be the entry level stuff, the diet, the zone 2 cardio, the progressive overload, the sleep, recovery. But then they see things over here that could be like that short F45 workout, or, the crash diet, the ketogenic diet, or peptides or steroids, stuff like that. And then they get jaded and come over here because they want that short-term fix. What I'm really trying to encourage you guys to do within this video is to look broader, longer term. Make sure that you're putting your full 100% effort into things that are gonna provide for that longer term goal than being short-sighted. With fitness and chronic illness especially, it's so common for people to get jaded and like, oh, maybe it's a detox tea that I need, instead of like continuing to do these things that have been proven to work for tons of people and for yourself. And then you're like, oh, I need the next shiny thing. Lock in, do the things that are going to work, stay with it. When you do come short, when you do fall short, really take a moment to audit. Am I sticking to the staples? Am I sticking to the things that actually need to be done in order to achieve this goal, or am I not? And you have to be super realistic about that, because if you're not realistic about that, you're never gonna get to where you're trying to go. I hope that made sense. That's the video for today. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new, like the video if you did like it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, goodbye.